Hello, it is I, once again, the Bruce Wayne of Azur Lane, back at it again for another Azur Lane video, and no less with a fully repaired laptop. Turns out, well, there was a couple things wrong with it, but I got it fixed. Everything is going well, and I thought I'd just make another video. I'm glad to be back, guys, by the way. I'm really glad to be back. I decided I'd make a video on this Collab event. There's like a whole bunch of videos I've been waiting to make. But just to update you guys, and I know I'm late to the game with this, we're getting the Venus Vacation Dead or Alive Collab event again. Only we get 2 new ships. And so I am not actually a fan of Venus Vacation Dead or Alive, so I don't know any of where these like I remember when this event first came out, I was like, who the heck are these ship girls? You know, like no idea who they were. But except we get 2 new ships. This art is fantastic, by the way. Anyway, we I believe, if I get this wrong, you know, don't you know, go ballistic on me, please. But I believe her name is Tamaki, but I'm just going to call her Office MILF in case I got that wrong. It's so Office MILF is, I believe, a battle cruiser, and then we also get this ship right here, and I think her name is Luna, but in case I get that wrong, I'm going to call her Milkmaid. So we got all these other collab ships, and I'll be totally honest, although this collab event is, some of the ships here are actually quite usable. I have never actually really seriously used these ships. So I am more excited for what the fact we are getting a collab rerun means, rather than the actual rerun of this event itself. Nevertheless, I do like some of these ships. Yeah, I do like some of these ships. There's going to be a lot of ships to build here, by the way, if you're new to this event. If you're doing this event the first time, you got some work cut out for you. I do want these, you know, little ammo skins, though, by the way. Anyway, so here is the deal. Oh, one more thing it looks like we're getting for this event is all these skins are going to come back. And by the way, just so you know, my favorite ship out of this event is Monica. I mean, look at this. Just look at Monica. I mean, Monica is the best. I'll just say I had kind of a thing for Monica in this event. That's all I'm going to say about that right there. Yeah, and so we get several new skins for these ships. And we get a live 2D for, I believe her name is Marie Rose. And there's a lot of people going kind of nuts over this in the comment section of what I was seeing, especially on the Reddit. And Office MILF gets a skin of her own, and it's quite nice. That is for entry ship, that's a very interesting skin. And Milkmaid, of course, gets a swimsuit. And now we have all these, there's a lot of swimsuit skins, by the way, for this event. Anyway, so I'm just going to go over some of these ships, at least from what the event was like last time, because that's how much I remember it. So I remember the only 2 really good usable ships from this event were Marie Rose and Honaka, which I've heard the fandom for Dead or Alive calls her Honker. So I'm going to call her Honker, just because it seems that's what they know her as. But so Nagasi, I'll just save you the trouble and tell you this battleship is probably useless. This is not a very good battleship. But she does get a buff for Misaki. But as a battleship, she herself is pretty mediocre. Misaki, also somewhat of a mediocre battleship, but we get to Monica, which is my favorite ship out of the event. For many, many reasons, need I say more? I'm just going to zoom in on the skin here for research purposes and happy memories. Anyway, yeah. Prime time. Waifu material. I'll just say, this ship may actually get me into Dead or Alive, Venus Vacation. But, yeah, she is actually a solid light cruiser, by the way. Because she has, like, basically decent skills and a decent gun. Solid light cruiser. Overall, though, she's not really that good, just in general. Marie Rose for this event is quite usable. So, she has a skill that increases your Vanguard speed by 3 and the EVA by 15 for the ship in the frontmost. That is a prime time, very good Vanguard supporting skill. On top of that, I would say she's fallen behind the power curve since she was released. I remember when she was released, she was good, but she fell behind the power curve. So, Kasumi is also she was okay when she came out, actually. She's a heavy cruiser. She's not that good now, to be fair. Yeah, I've never really used these ships that much because I was always a fan of the like historical real ships from history. So whenever I see some of these collab events, I'm just like, it's okay, I guess. But Honaka, or Honker, as they like to call her, is a healer. So she has a heal that activates every time she fires her guns. And she is actually somewhat usable. I would say she's kind of like a discount Arizona. Maybe a little bit better damage dealer than Arizona. But still somewhat usable. And so there are these two little auxiliaries you get. And I've never really used these auxiliaries. These are totally useless to me. So I'll just say the first one is the Heart Key. I've never used this. The second one is the Awakening Pearl, which is good for the ships of this event because it gives them a 3% damage boost. I've never used this. I'll just save you the trouble and let you know I never really use these ships. But what I am excited for most is the fact that because we can get a rerun of a collab event, that means we could get a rerun of the other collab events too. Although that's not decided by the Azur Lane devs, they have to actually go to the owners of these franchises and get a deal from those owners. But everyone that I know that plays Azur Lane really wants a rerun of the Hollow Live event, mainly this event right here. And I want a rerun of this event for one reason, and that is these two gears right here. So the team emblem and the gamer's mark together are quite possibly, even after all this time, still maybe the best gear you could put on a gun-focused destroyer. Because look at this. So one of these gears, and I did upgrade these to plus 13, by the way. One of these gears gives you 640 health. Yeah. And on top of that, if you equip a ship with this gear, you're part of the Hollow Live faction, which means when you get the gamer's mark, or no, the team emblem, that ship will instantly deal 3% more damage. And it also gives you an accuracy boost and an evasion boost. Small evasion boost, but still there. And that is incredibly good for a gun-focused destroyer. In fact, I use this on Tash Kent a lot. So, highly, if we get a rerun of the Hollow Live event, recommend these gears. Yeah, and another thing they released on the stream, Akagi is getting a new skin, and it's actually very nice looking. I like this skin. She needs a serious revamp, by the way, because yeah, some of these older ships, they need some retrofits or augments or an overhaul. That's the term for that in the Navy. And then Mikasa also gets a new skin. But yeah, I am glad to be back. And yes, I am bald. And you know what's funny? Someone said I looked like Andrew Tate. At which point I grabbed these sunglasses and I was like, "Excuse me. I do not look like Andrew Tate." Andrew Tate looks like me. You know, I'm just playing. I'm just fooling around, y'all. Anyway, yeah. So I'll be making more videos. I have so much to catch up on. I have a list of videos that I've been meaning to make. So I'm gonna get back to that, and I'm gonna get back to streaming some War Thunder. So, farewell and following seas, my fellow Shikikons. I will be seeing you around, and take it easy.